All right, this is Eric Jesse again. Today for the lesson, we'll be doing 2.1, which is the perfect reading spot. So for this one, Jonah, we're mostly going to just be talking about our perfect reading spot and why we what we kind of want to more so stay to these perfect reading spots so we can overall enjoy reading at a better and higher level. So I'll give you an example of mine first, I guess. So obviously we know that choosing a reading spot is very important. Different people concentrate best in different environments. Uh, so I'm just going to think about what my environment needs specifically, like the lights, bright or dim lights. If I'm reading, I usually want to have bright lights so I can concentrate at a high level and I can see the text really well. I pretty much need a completely quiet environment. If I don't have a quiet environment, I struggle to kind of stay concentrated, and I'm focusing on the TV or people talking or else is going on in the room at the time. Um, I need I don't necessarily need soft seating, but I prefer soft seating because that's just a lot better in my opinion. It's more comfortable. I would rather lay down also while reading. Uh, that's kind of some of the examples of my perfect reading spot. So one of the questions that I will ask you is, what do you think you need from your environment to get to the most reading done? And personally, for me, I think I just need a quiet environment. If it's not quiet, I can't concentrate and focus on the reading. Like I said earlier, I'll be looking around at everything else that's going on besides my book, which obviously you can't read if you're not looking at your book. The best spot for me is probably where I'm at right now in my basement, just because it's pretty quiet area. It's kind of away from everybody else. It's well lit. Some of the most important things for me to get reading done. That's also why I kind of picked this spot, just because it's kind of secluded, away from everybody, and I can just read and not have to worry about what else is going on. I think this is where I do most of my homework and everything else too, because I can just work and not worry about what's going on. The stuff that distracts me the most is definitely like screens, my phone, computer, whatever, electronics, video games. That's kind of the things I like. Sports on TV. So I need to get away from those if I'm going to be successful. Okay, so do you kind of have a good understanding of what type of questions I'm going to ask you here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I guess I'll just come out and ask you is, do you think you can concentrate better in different environments than like at school, at home? Are you more successful in certain environments while trying to read?
Um, yes, yeah, like I like being like at either like at school when everyone's quiet at stuff and stuff, or sometimes like when I'm home alone and I just want to read. Like I would just do that maybe, like
Yeah,
just read in like at home or at school, probably those places.
yeah. Is there like a certain type of lighting? Like, do you like the bright or dim lights, or like, I know a lot of classrooms these days have like lights that you can plug in around the classroom, kind of like Christmas light type things. Is there a certain type of lighting that you enjoy?
Probably just like in between it, dim and bright, like not too bright that it might hurt my eyes or something, but like just like medium, I guess, like in between them and
Yeah, I
like,
can I can understand that. And there's a lot of different type of light bulbs, so that's good. You can turn them up or down. Would do you like to in hard seating, soft seating, or does it really matter to you?
mm,
What do you prefer?
I like soft better just because it's more relaxed and like helps me concentrate more, I guess. So,
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're sitting in a hard seat, I feel like you just think about that the whole time.
yeah.
Typically, when you're reading, do you think you read at a higher level or can concentrate better if you're laying down or sitting straight up and down, kind of how we're doing right now?
Yeah, it's kind of like what I said with the lighting. It's kind of like in between there. Like if I'm just like laying back, laying back like on a chair or something, like not fully laying down or like just sitting, just in between there.
Yeah. So kind of relaxed, but enough where you can stay focused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what do you think you need from the environment to get the most reading done overall?
Um, like like quietness. Just it to be quiet. Like no one like running around me and stuff and doing stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you kind of, if there is noise, are you the type of guy kind of like me where I would stop and look and say and think like, what are they doing, or why aren't they quiet, or stuff like that?
Distracted easily like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people, especially I think a lot of males are like that. So I wouldn't feel too bad about it. um, so pick a spot that will work for you. What spots have you noticed? Obviously, you said home and school. Is there certain spots in the classroom or certain spots at home that you can really stay focused better than other spots?
Um, my two favorite spots at I don't really have a favorite spot at school, but at my house I just laying up on against a pillow and just reading there, or like just reading on my beanbag chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
my two spots.
Yeah. The beanbag chair would make sense because, like you said, you want to be comfortable, but not like too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys read around the classroom a lot? Like pick a spot in the classroom?
Yeah, yeah, like
Do you
that. So
like doing that? Do you pick the same spot?
no, I just do like a bunch of different ones because it's just more like funner.
Somebody probably steals your spot too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, so like you said, the reason you probably pick those spots is just so you can be comfortable, relaxed, kind of away from other people, so it's quiet, but not too comfortable. Would you say that's the main reasons why you pick spots?
It's pretty much just main reason and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about what tends to, I talked about this one earlier, but think about what tends to distract you. Like, think of, you can probably think a lot of off the top of your head. What are the main reasons that tend to distract you?
Just either people like just talking or like people just running around, just doing stuff. That's pretty much the main stuff that distracts me.
Yeah. When you're at home, does your phone distract you, or your PlayStation or any of that distract you?
Not really, because, but not really.
Yeah. Are you the type of guy that once you're in something and doing it, you're like all in? You're not just gonna be 50% in and thinking about what else you need to do, or you're just
Yeah,
all in?
yeah. If I'm reading, I'll be like pretty focused if it's a good book. But if I like see something in the background, then I get like distracted. Then I have to like refocus, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like going back to the you need the quiet thing. Like if the TV's on, you got to get away from that and whatnot.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think that was good discussion where there's some things that surprised you, or did you kind of know? I mean, this is something that I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily talk about, but were you surprised by anything that you said, or did you kind of already know most
Not
everything?
really. I pretty much knew most of the stuff already. I
Yeah.
didn't think much about the answers, so.
Yeah. That's good though. So I guess when you're reading the next couple days in class or at home, just really try and focus on what we talked about, and maybe you can try and notice it a little bit more just because we had this talk. But maybe we can, next time we do our next lesson, I think next week's our last one, so we can talk about it again before and see if you noticed anything different, or if it helped at all, or it was about the same. How's that sound?
Good. I'll try and
Okay.
do that.
Awesome. All
Okay.
right, well, thanks for having discussion. I thought it was a good discussion, so we'll
Mhm.
move on to the next one. How's that sound?
Good.
All right, thank you.